Alright, so what you're about to see is probably, two pretty average games. Honestly, I don't do a whole lot in either one of them. Um, Mostly, this is to kind of show that this is one of the most profitable tanks in the game. If you like tank destroyers and everything like that, I just decided that I would throw together first two, like not really first two, but two games that I played. I'm pretty sure this is like the first two or one of I just jumped on, played two games in JagdTiger 88, and I wanted to see, you know, I didn't want to have a game showing an insane amount of damage and an insane amount of kills and assists and stuff like that. I just wanted to throw together two pretty average games to just show that this is a pretty, you know, fairly good option if you want a tank that can consistently get you a lot of silver very quickly without, having to, fly, through the roof in numbers per game. Every premium tank's going to have, added silver bonus and everything like that. However, with this one, the price, I've had this thing since the game came out, so I honestly don't remember how much it cost. This isn't a review by no means. This is just to show you that with this, if you decide to get it, if it goes on sale or anything like that, if you're looking at getting one and if it's in your price range, that is that you will be able to see that, somebody else playing it or something like that, in my opinion. Because I mean, I haven't, been playing this game, uploading a lot here recently, but as you can see, it's basically what my channel is built around. So I feel like I kind of know what I'm talking about. But with this, you get the 88mm gun that's on the Tiger 1 and, a stock Tiger 2. And it's a gun that's used throughout the German, like, entire tree. It's got 203 pin with the AP rounds, and then, the APCR rounds, they're nice and all, but it's not something that you really have to use a lot, I would say, mostly because this tank, comes with the premium matchmaker, so you're gonna get, 11.11 rounds a minute. It's a fast reload, the aiming, is only 2 seconds, the accuracy is 0.31. It's accurate, aim time's fast, penetration, is 203, but you don't ever see tier 10s in this, but you are on a tier 9 chassis. You are on the JagdTiger's body. You have 1300 health. You can take hits. It's not something that you don't have to hide with it, but the only thing is that will kill it is that it is pretty slow, and the reverse speed's only 26 degrees a second. It's not the most mobile, but it's not the slowest either. And at range, it takes a lot to get through the armor at tier 8 and tier 9 even. So if you've played the JagdTiger, you're basically going to get the same thing, just without, the 128, top package and stuff like that. You're going to get a crew trainer. They can make a lot of money and a decent amount of XP off of it. I mean, it's a premium tank, so I mean, you know how that works. I mean, if you don't, they get increased multipliers to those things, and the experience used can be towards converting it to unlock packages or new tanks. And the money, as you'll see with these two games, is pretty consistent off of two pretty average games. Like, they're not something, like I said, I wasn't going to go out and only make a video explaining why I feel like this is the most profitable tank that you can consistently use, and take that with a grain of salt, because other people are going to say, oh well, the Type 59, oh, the IS-6, T-26, it is super Pershing, and all these premium tanks. This game is flooded with premium tanks now. As you mean, you can't go into a game and not have no premium tanks. And if you do, please tell me, because I have yet to run into a game where I haven't seen at least one premium, unless I'm in an all tier 10 game. And still, I mean, there is no tier 10 premiums as far as I know. I haven't really been on in the loop so to say, is to know. But tier 10 or tier 8 premium matchmaking tank destroyer for Germany. You still see this thing get played. There's one in this game that you're watching right now. The game afterwards, I don't believe there is. When this game first came out, this was one of the most prominent, at tier 8, if there was going to be a premium tank on the other side, this was going to be the one you saw. And I mean, there's nothing, there's so many to choose from now that I feel like that there could be one that I haven't played myself that can do better, but I have a lot of them. So I'm going to go off of what I have and what I know, saying that if you're looking for one, and since there is so many and you don't have one, and you want to look at one that you want to purchase, but you don't want to have one that's hard to play or you don't really like, give this one a chance. I can do a full review on it, on everything you need to know about it, but this thing, its main weakness is more or less lower plate, because front transmission, every time you get hit in the lower plate, your engine is going to get destroyed most of the time. You'll see in the next game it happens. In the next game, the only reason I did so well was because of what one of my teammates did. And I mean, honestly, it was his fault, but I didn't do it to him. He kind of did it to himself. But you'll see that here in a second. Well, the traverse speed actually is not 26. Let me reframe that. That's something that I misread. It's 22. So as you can see, it's not that fast. And once your engine gets damaged, it's literally cut in half. So this thing, keep your engine alive, working, whether that be from getting in a spot where you can stay hull down, or working a ridge line with the gun depression that it has. And if you do get hit, make sure you fix it, unless it's late game and you can hold off with the engine that you have. And if you don't, and you're getting attacked and your engine does go out, you're gonna have to find a way, or at least have some help, because it's one of those things where once you get spotted in this, for the most part, people will start shooting at you and they'll try to flank you and everything like that. Now we're into the next game, and this one's actually very short. But artillery loves shooting this one because it's sort of slow. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not the fastest, not the slowest, but it is a big target. It is a JagdTiger. And the engine deck is pretty big. So, one thing that you can do in this is that, since the side is, it is casemate, so there's no turret or nothing like that. If you're sitting in a corner, you'll see me try to do it here in a minute, and it works for the most part. I literally stay in this one spot this entire game, and if you've been playing this game for a while, you'll know about, see, I turned right there. I turned and tried to face my armor, angled, to try to keep him from being able to shoot my lower plate. Now this T-29 that's in front of me right now is going to get killed, and it's literally his fault. I tried to get out of his way, but I'm trying to also work this corner, but I couldn't. And you see I got hit in the lower plate and my engine went out. I'm not going to fix it. I don't think I fix it. There's no reason for me to. And I'm trying to back up, give him, he could angle, but he decides not to, and he stays broadside to all of those tanks. Now, I don't know if he was trying to protect me. I don't know why he would, but he literally makes me impenetrable to the enemy team. Other from, high explosive rounds that they do start shooting at me. Well, if EK starts shooting them at me. But I just sit here, and I'm the only one on this alleyway, and they're gonna be shooting at me and literally doing nothing. because the
Reload.
upper plate's angled at 150, the lower plate,
Oh,
fairly
you
certain
got
is
me.
like 80.
Oh, that's a square.
It's
That's
angled
when they
backwards,
get a shot at
but
me.
you know, at tier
Oh,
8 and
there's
tier
the
9,
spawn.
people
You
are going
might
to be able
want
to
to pull
shoot
out of
through it
there.
with the guns
Yeah,
instead of that
I'm
tier.
reloading. I'm trying to kill this
But
front
the quote-unquote turret or the superstructure, let me say that, is 250 millimeters thick.
You
It's
got me,
not
bro.
that angled. It's not really angled at all, but it's 250. Unless something like an ISU 152 with its BL10 gun with its
Shot,
286
dude.
pin
Thank you
gets
so
right up on
much.
me
Thank
and
you.
starts
Thank you
shooting,
so
or
much.
tier 9 or whatever it may
Yeah, that
be
was sweet, bro.
gets right up on me, or
Yeah,
gets a
you get
flat
that
shot
going
onto
on
it,
clear.
they're not going to go through. And my, gun mantlet is
What's up, Orchard?
huge, and
Should have their
that
high.
thing absorbs shots too.
Yeah.
So this game is literally getting ready to end. There's not much left. There's about a minute left of this game, and the team wipes these guys very quickly. But these are just two pretty average games. I'm talking about, the JagdTiger 88 and why
Ain't
it's
going nowhere.
still a viable option with all
Nowhere.
these
Side's better
premium
anyway.
tanks that are in the game right now.
Oh,
And
thanks already.
Thank you already.
why, if you're looking for one and you don't have it, or you do have a bunch of them and you haven't bought this one yet, what this tank is known for doing very well is getting money very quickly, and you don't have to do extremely well to do it. Just average games are getting you 80k plus with premium, 50 without, or 60 without, something around those lines. What I do want to mention is that the standard shots for it are only like 200 some silver too, so just keep pumping those things out. Every shot you fire, you're going to get more in return for hitting it, literally. So this game, you see I got 92,000. Anyways guys, I will see you later.